Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Um, Hello. I don't know if you guys are here yet. It shows me some people are in the chat. So, hello Heavy Bear. Hello Jamie Sky. Hello Big Pink. Hello Dalayama. Hello Bright Star. Hey everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Just wait for some people to come in. Hello Gigi Johnson. Hello Dalai Lama. Hello Jamie Sky. Welcome to our first Avatars and Allies meeting. Thank you all for coming. So there's a couple things I'll talk about. I want to give some people a chance to come into the room, still a little bit more, um, so I don't have to repeat myself again. But I hope you guys had a great or having a great weekend. Hey, Views by Shawnee. Hey, Team AJ. We're going to give them about 30 more seconds, and then we'll start. Make a baby green. No way. They're burning your courthouse. Dude, like this stuff is crazy. Like I've never thought like government institutions would be attacked. You know, I thought like, hey Love Blake, hey Pink, Big Pink. I never thought like I knew like maybe a police station and looting, but our own government institutions have been like structures of consistency and order in our country and around the world are now being attacked. It's crazy. But I think this may be needed to wake people up because people have been very, they've honored the laws and respected the authority, and that authority hasn't been reciprocated back. Troy Cullen, I don't use a voice changer. Suki, that's not how he spells his name. Zills is spelled Zillz. Zillz. Make a baby. My prayers go out to you. My condolences go out to you. But make a baby, like I hope this galvanizes your cousin who's a judge to see things not from just a bureaucratic way, but to see it more from the people's way. You know. No, I think I sound better actually than any other day. I'm not stuffed up today. No, I'm thinking, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not on. I'm using a different device. I have to get on my laptop today um, and do this. All right, so Suki, I'm not Zills, even though Zill says he is me. All right, so guys, let's get on to what I have planned today. I'm just gonna bring up the agenda so you know what we're talking about today. I just like let people know. So, uh, all right, so let's see. Uh-oh. Let's see. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. All right. So here you see what we have on our agenda today. This is our first Avatar and Allies meeting, pretty much today. And basically, what we're talking about is to, and I'll, well, I'm sorry if I sound stuffy. If I sound stuffy, then that is Sir King. So yeah, maybe I'm more usually stuffed up. So our agenda today is to discuss our mission, the Avatar Nation Fund, S. Hutchinson, Treecey, Jason, ex lovers in YouTube, civil unrest, Avatar problems and questions. So basically, our mission, or I feel our mission, is to, hey, Gemini 7075, thank you for coming. Um, our mission, I feel, is to still be us as people who are avatars. I think avatars are the greatest supporters or one of the biggest supporters of content creators on YouTube. I feel that We have a special place on here, and my platform is a special place for avatars and allies as well. You can come here and be yourself. I just ask that you all just be respectful towards one another. I encourage you all to, express your point of views on other people's platforms, especially if it's on, StreamYard or whatever. Because we do add something that's different. I know people want to see our face, but a lot of us don't want to sacrifice the negativity that may come with that, whether it be doxing, harassment, bullying, and so forth. And like I say, our identity was not one of the options that we clicked, or sharing our identity was not one of the options that we clicked while joining YouTube. So um, that's what I wanted to share. And like I said, this is a safe space for all of us and for anybody. So if you want to Troy Cullen, I don't know who you are, but just chill. Okay, so the next thing is our Avatar Nation Fund. People have asked me to start a GoFundMe. I really, I didn't really want to do it, but people kept asking me to do it, so I started the Hello Drunkmink, how you doing? The Avatar Nation Fund, and basically it's on Cash App. You can stay Troy Cullen, but I appreciate the decongestion tips, but it shouldn't be the focal point of every comment. The Cash App is $Sir King Crown. Once again, the Cash App is $Sir King Crown. All right, so I want to first talk about S. Hutchinson today. I was on Bama Girls Live. I went over there to. They're trying to figure out who Miss Pizarro was, and I was telling them that the person that thinks Miss Pizarro isn't that lady. In that time, S. Hutchinson, that I was Susie. For some reason, she thinks I'm Susie. And in the middle of the exchange, she thought, now I'm somebody else that she has a bad relationship with. So it actually triggered her to the point where she left alive. So I just want y'all to know that I'm not S. Hutchinson. I'm not that person. And I don't know who that person is. And then actually, S. Hutchinson, you text Joyce blogs and told her who I was. And I'm just sitting there like, why the hell won't you tell me who you think I am? And what did I say to trigger you? It was the weirdest thing ever. So she soon then left, and then everything turned hostile because they think I'm that person that had a falling out with S. Hutchinson. It was the most bizarrest thing ever. It was crazy. So, and they still to this day, I don't know who they think I am that had that exchange with S. Hutchinson, because every exchange I've had with S. Hutchinson and her chat has been pretty pleasant. So just because the way I say a word sometimes freaks people out and think I'm somebody else. It's the craziest thing ever. There's also this thing with Treecey. So everybody's watching our chat and saying that, oh my God, Sir King is letting these trolls in the chat that we've never seen before. And no, that's not the case, Treecey. Our chat here is a safe space. People could come here where they don't feel welcomed, or that you block because their name says hamburger and cheese. You block people because their name says hamburger and cheese. Like, really? Like, okay. So people Treecey keeps saying that she got cut off and that's why we fell out. That's not the case. That's not why we fell out. The case was that she kept cutting me off during a live where I was having an exchange with James Caldwell. And even James Caldwell told her, hey, Treecey, cool it. I got this. You don't need to be doing this. And I just want to play that audio for you guys so that you guys have it as a point of reference. It's only about a minute long, but you can see that, James Caldwell even had to tell her to cool it because she was instigating, and that she was just kind of somewhat being like, she didn't need to say what she was saying. So hold on one second, guys. Let me get the audio. All right, so here's the audio. Transparency. Listen for Treecey's voice and what James says. Because I don't mind. It's not like you calling me out. All I said was, what was I said? The name of the dress was it called Leopard Lean or something like that. And then I'll bring you back to your question. What made you think that it was cute, that it would even be acceptable for you to try to shade me?
It's in the shade, James.
I was shade.
It wasn't a shade.
It was shade, live. It was shade.
You don't know him.
It was
You don't know him.
Please stop.
It was shade. What is leopard man? First of all, wait a minute, Treecey. I got this. What was?
So basically, you hear that I asked her to please stop, and and then politely, I didn't yell at her. And during that exchange, I asked her politely to stop, and it got to the point that James told her, "Can please stop?" Also, and that he has it. So I just want to present that to you guys because she keeps saying that I cut her off and things like that, and that's further from the case. That's definitely not the case. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is Jason. If you have sensitive ears, you may want to go to the refrigerator right now because I'm about to start cursing. So I'll count to 5. I'll count to 1. I'll do the countdown, and you can go get you something to drink, or you can go play bingo or whatever you want to do. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about Jason. So Jason did this whole live. Not this whole live. We did I don't know, he did it live or put a video up telling people to unsubscribe from my channel. And Jason has said things repeatedly in the past that I just ignored. But I'm not going to ignore this time because he repeatedly called me a piece of shit and he called me a liar. But in actuality, he's the one that's a piece of shit and he's the one that's a liar. Okay? Because everything he's done and in this whole community of YouTube, he's only done it to a certain ethnicity of black people. And I called him out on it. And he says he's not racist. But you're the one that called Kwani Shop. You're the one that dug up 7 stars. You're the one that did a whole host of things that is what pieces of shit do. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't appreciate you calling me a piece of shit because I haven't done anything like that. And you're the one that sit up there and put a whole live talking about that. You paid $2,000 for PayPay. People that actually thought you had an interview with PayPay, and you didn't. And then you sat up there and lied and said, oh, he only has 3 meters on his bar and he had to go plug in his phone. Like, what a piece of shit does that? Like, to get clicks and views. And you know what? Your numbers don't even mess with you. The people are only there because you use Kwani, you use Sean Bradley, you use Treecey, and you use 5'8" to get your numbers. That's it. And they're only sub just in case something pops off and they know about it. They don't care about you. And if I'm such a piece of shit, then why the hell did you decide to use the same image that I used for your logo on your page to represent your page? See, Jason, that's the greatest form of flattery and admiration to me, is that you lack so much ability to create your own brand that you had to go and take what I use to market myself and use it as your own. Yet you're a marketing guru. Okay, and let me say this. Pieces of shit in this new age of, it's the same for the N-word. It's the same word for the N-word. That's what people call you. They call you a piece of shit. When they really want to say the N-word, but they can't. And you've done that countless times to this area of YouTube. It's disrespectful, and it's just gross. And it's terrible that you keep talking down on people. And you know what's the worst part about it? You think you're slick. And you call me manipulative, but no, you think you're a manipulative one, because what you do is you go and befriend people behind the scenes and you cozy up to them. You think you're nice and all this stuff. And then, but you come back on stage and you call people who are black some of the most nasty and disgusting names associated with the pain that they've been subjected to in this country. You know, it's just crazy. It's really crazy. It's the craziest thing to think that that's okay for you to do. It's just like, it's disgusting, because you're hoping that those people that you befriend behind the scenes will then come back, which they have, and defend you. They're like, oh, like Nicole Tyler, oh, Jason's not really like that. oh, Jason's not really like that. But that's bullshit. Because you say some of the most vile things and have said some of the most vile things and then come up and say you're not racist. Let me show you. Let me show you. So everybody knows that the big thing with Jason, how he got labeled a racist, was he kept saying the very different variations of the N word on Twitter regarding Tasha K. So do you think that he changed his ways? No. No, he did not. He came back once again under the YouTube Justice Department, and this is what he did. Hold on, let me get the image for you guys. Let me get the image for you guys. He then decided to do this. He then decided to do this and thought that was suitable for him to put as a title on one of his videos in order for it to get clicks and views. Disrespecting this whole community. It's just crazy. I think it's just crazy, and I'm calling out as I see it. And you set up on your platform and you lied about me, Jason, saying that I put in my video a whole list of news outlets and the reporters for people to call on Kwani. No, actually, what I did was I was telling Kwani, since she wanted to be smart at the mouth, that you had created a fake page just like hers, and it was uploading her material, making it seem it was hers, even though she had deleted it, and that there was a person, that there were people, or there was news outlets in her area, and I listed all the news outlets that could be potentially investigating her based on the name that you said. So you're a big liar. I never told people to go call Kwani's news stations in her area, nor get in touch with the newscaster. I was saying that was the potential newscaster that could be investigating her, or the news networks. Hey, Lex Mac, how you doing? That's what I was saying. So stop lying on people and things like that. And you know what? You're the one that called Lloyd, okay, and got him to divulge all that information. Everything. You had no business calling her job. You called her job once and spoke to her management team. And then you manipulated that man into divulging all the information, saying that you were at her actual location where she lives, and getting all that information from him. And you lied on false pretenses. And that's what only pieces of shit do. They sit there and lie to people to get personal information on other people that they never met. Okay? So that's all I have to say regarding you. And remember what you put, and this is what racists do. They put NIGGR, NIGGR, NIGGR in order to incite and antagonize this community of YouTube. Because you don't do this to any other sector of YouTube. And until you do, then maybe I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. And the sad part about it is that I was giving you somewhat of a benefit of the doubt, because I felt like you did have some affinity for the Black culture. And you know what, Jason? I didn't forget that you put in your title that Sir King is a nigger. I never forgot that. I just decided you weren't worth my breath to even address you. So get original and get your own avatar to create your own uniqueness in this YouTube community. Because like I say, deep down, I know you admire me, and I know you're flattered by me, because only a fan would take another person's avatar and put it on their main page to represent them. And that's all I have to say. All right, moving along to the next subject. Back to my itinerary. I'm sorry I had to waste my damn time on him. Hold on one second. Can't even get him off my screen. Stop screen, share screen, share screen. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure out this StreamYard. my God. Wow. They just put a curfew in place. This is crazy. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is X-Lover and YouTube's. So Bright Star says, how was he allowed to do that? Flag him, dang. Bright Star, it's hard. I mean, it's hard. YouTube sometimes consider that as freedom of speech, and the only way you can get things like that down is if you do a mass flagging. So, ex-lovers and YouTube. So, guys, I don't know, but it's been pretty weird. Like ex-lovers of people who are on YouTube, so people who are content creator, they are now, their ex-lovers are now hunting them down on YouTube, and it's weird. Like they're hunting them down on YouTube. They see me have a channel. They're finding out who their nemesis are, and then they're going and contacting people who have a problem with them. So this has been the case with Joyce and her girlfriend, ex-girlfriend Keisha. Keisha's been contacting Treecey to spill all her, info. And the same thing has been with Nest on Mess. Like her boyfriend is somewhat stalking her on YouTube and sending all her stuff to Treecey and other people. Like it's the weirdest thing ever. It's crazy. So I thought that was pretty interesting to see how people are getting revenge on their ex-lovers by spilling their like deeds to their YouTube enemies. I guess it's the new form of revenge, or I don't know. So civil unrest. I'm sure a lot of people are watching or seeing everything that's going on in this country. It's kind of crazy because even like Make a Baby said, like people are burning down courthouses. I saw people burning down post office, but to see courthouses, that's pretty crazy. I don't know. That's insane. And the next thing you want to say is avatar problems. I'm not going to really go into this. I'm going to drop the link if people want to talk about the problems they're having as an avatar. I know a lot of us cannot be independent sometimes, and we get, people become hostile towards us because they want us to show ourselves and things like that. But if there's any other problems that you are encountering as an avatar, you can definitely come up and share them. Or if you have any questions, that would, this will be the time to do it. So Troy Cullen said, who's the next ex-lover they're going for? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I think the major content creators have to watch out now. It's interesting, but that also happens to celebs and politicians. Yeah, but it's interesting. Yeah, I think you have a good point there. So, Heavy Bear says my city is under curfew. Hey, Lexi. So, yeah. So, like I said, I dropped a link in case anybody wants to come on StreamYard and give their point of view. Let's see. I don't know. I just hoping that with the start of the new week, maybe things will calm down. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping. So that's what I'm hoping. All right. Let's see. If there's anything else you want me to talk about, you can put it in the chat, and I'll try to. What city just got a curfew, Sir King? I'm not divulging that. But nice try though. So if anybody wants anything, Chicago. Yeah, Clarabelle Cow. Thank you for that tip earlier. I appreciate that. I went back and did my own research on it. Yeah, it's unfortunate that what that person said they're going to do is, but it is what it is. Hey, M.Y. Carter. Hey, Auntie Donna. If you guys don't want to come, you can just put up any topics you want me to discuss in the chat, and I'll address them. Or you can come on screen. That's why I'm doing the StreamYard. This is our first Avatar and Allies meeting, so If there's anything you have to share, feel free to share. Like I said, I addressed S. Hutchinson earlier. I don't know what happened in that. That was a really weird situation regarding she felt I was somebody that I wasn't, and I told her I wasn't. And I hope she gets that message because we've never had a negative exchange. So I don't know where they got that from. So that's what I have to say regarding that. We already discussed Treecey. And I don't want to go over Jason again, but I did not appreciate him doing that. That was just complete jealousy. And I know he told people to unsubscribe, but if you're subscribed, stay subscribed. I'm not going to ask you guys to unsubscribe from him because I just want you guys to see the things that he does himself that are not representative of a person who is an ally of this community. Not at all. So that's what I want to say. Hello, TC. That's what I want to say about that. If you're in somebody else's, area of YouTube, you would be respectful of the things they ask you not to say and to say. And he obviously has been oblivious to that. So, let's see. Yeah, so that's all I pretty much have to say. I'll drop the link a couple more times, and then I'll let you guys get along your way. Team AJ says, why don't they judge you by your actions instead of by who they think you are? I don't know. I think they're under some spell where I guess it's fun to accuse me of being somebody else and then see the fallout from that. So, just like I say, they have this picture of Pizarro going around, but that isn't Pizarro. That isn't Pizarro. So I hope they don't start harassing that woman thinking that she's Pizarro because she isn't Pizarro. That lady doesn't even carry herself in the manner that Pizarro does. Okay, so I know this is Jason. This is not Nicole Tyler. Somebody's named Nicole Tyler in the background. And I know this isn't Nicole Tyler. This is pretty much Jason. So put a 1 in the chat if I should let Nicole Tyler on, a.k.a. Jason. Or put a 2 if I shouldn't. Good night, Troy Cullen. Stay safe out there. I know you're trying to be messy, but it's okay. I appreciate you switching up your comments. So put a 1 in the chat if you want me to let this person on. Put a 2. This is probably not no. All right, so there's a 1 in the chat. So I'll let the person on.
So Heavy Bear came and told me you said that I...
Jason, if you're going to come on my platform, I want you to come in as yourself. I'm not going to deny you entry to my platform, but I want you to come on as yourself. So you can exit and you can come in as yourself. All right, Jason? All right. Just come in as yourself, Jason, and we can have a dialogue. But I'm not going to let you come in on somebody else's name. That's not fair, and you wouldn't want them to do that to you, okay? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Gemini, I was. I muted him because I didn't want him to say anything, Hey, Les Max, thank you. Thank you for letting me use some of your audio from your video that we had. That was a great live. I appreciate the way you've, how can I say that, moderated that live. It was fair. You got your kikis and everything, but you weren't disrespectful, but you were fair. And at the end of the day, that's all I could ask for. And you see the results from the way you moderated that panel. It got a lot of clicks and views. So congrats to you and keep up the great work. Good night. Did you hear that? I don't know. Heavy Bear, I don't know who that is. Team Asia says, hypocritical for Treecey to ask why people want to reveal Miss Pizarro when she does it to every avatar she falls out with. Well, Team AJ, that's the risk you take with dealing with Treecey. So, yeah, views by Shawnee. I didn't hear him say that. He didn't say the N word. I'm gone. He can't call out nigga. There's no use for this white supremacy. The fuck is that? No, Jason, that's not you. Dude, come in on your avatar. I'm not gonna let you disrespect Treecey like that and put me in something. Hey, Jason, just come in as yourself, brother. Just come in. That's all I ask. Come in as yourself. Come in as Jason Pollock and use your own avatar. So that's all I ask. That's all I ask. Yeah, I'm sorry, views by Shawnee, but yeah. So yeah, it's AJ is very hypocritical. It's very hypocritical, but that's the times we're in. And you made a good point. Some of the people we see are the fakest people, are the biggest trolls. So, likewise, Heavy Bear. But I'm doing this as a movement. There's tons of people who just don't feel like having to get on camera. So, I don't think people should be forced. No, Jason, don't keep playing, man. Go use your psyop. Use your psyop avatar. You're not going to play in my face. I told you. So yeah, views by Shawnee. I know. I understand. I'm not interested in what he has to say. I understand that. But see, Shawnee, I'm open-minded, and until the disrespect happens, he already disrespected me, but I'm more level-headed than that. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But it's interesting if we go to Jay Wilson, how he's talking about. I'm not going to beat up on Jay Wilson right now because I appreciate him bringing light. I'm not light, but bringing light and focus to the things that are going on right now in the real world. So regardless of what he says, Heavy Bear says, I asked Jason, did he call you an N-word? And Heavy Bear, what did he say? I'll answer the question for you. He's never said, he's never called, well, he has called me, but he hasn't said, well, actually, he did call me an N-word because he said it in text that Sir King is a N-word. So if you want to say it like that, yeah. But going back to Jay Wilson, yeah, I'm glad he's bringing, focus to the situation. Focus to the situation. Because it's really important. He has a platform, so I'm glad he is bringing focus to the situation. Clarabelle Cal says, did you hear where Brianna kicked Max out of her live? No, I didn't hear that. But I'm glad she did. Because if Max would have just said that he said that N-word because of, a slip up, but he said he used that word to incite. Okay. So here's the YouTube Justice Department. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Jason.
Hello, Sir King.
How can I help you?
Well, Heavy Bear came into my show to tell me that you said that I called you the N-word. When did that happen?
You wrote in one of your videos, the text of the title was, Sir King is a nigger.
When did that happen?
So now we're going to play this dumb game, right?
I'd like to know when that happened. When was that?
It had at least be 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so where was all the smoke then?
Jason, you're very frustrating. Like sometimes you want attention, and I don't.
Where was all the smoke 2 weeks ago? I'm asking a question.
I'm not giving it to you because obviously, if you did that, and you still have it, but you modified it, and it has to deal with that Kwani thing, where you said that Sir King is an N-word, and Kwani called him that. I'm not, and that's not verbatim, but it's still there.
Oh, so it says Kwani called you that, is what it says.
No, she says Sir King is an N-word or something like that.
So you're not even sure what you're upset
No,
about.
no, I know what I saw.
Okay,
And
so
you
what? So
changed,
what are you?
you
So
changed.
it doesn't sound like you remember it though.
No, you changed it. I don't have time to screenshot everything of ignorance that you do, Jay. I don't. So when you put that, I was just like, whatever. This is another thing that he's doing that is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? You know you did it, Jason. You know you
I
did
honestly don't remember it, but okay.
it. Okay. All right.
I'm asking you what the name of the title is because I want to see what video you're talking about. I don't know what it is. If I changed it, do you know what I changed it to?
1 second.
Okay, because I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't remember. But I can I'm tired of you saying these things about me when I haven't even done such to you.
I don't even think you're black.
Wow, okay. Yeah, you changed it. It was King Sir gets called the N-word and he agrees. And you changed it from Sir King is a nigger. And I wish I would have screenshot, but at that time I was just like, I don't like that kind of negativity.
Oh, it was a question mark, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't a question mark with that.
I think it was. I think it was a question because that's what she called you. Yeah, I think it was.
No, actually, it's not. Well, what you did was you said King Sir gets called the N-word and he agrees, and you put 3 exclamation marks behind it. Those are question marks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you do agree, though, right?
I beg your pardon?
Didn't you agree with her?
No, I didn't. I would never agree with someone calling me that or saying that.
Oh. Well, I thought you were trying to be her friend, so you would agree.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't no friendship. I don't have any friendship with her, but I do. I have an understanding with her. That's
What
it.
do you understand?
I try not to get. I try not to be hostile with people. I'm saying there's no need for animosity on here. So that's my mindset.
So your understanding is that you won't give her any smoke, and she's gonna try to get it.
I don't know anything about no smoke or anything like that.
Well, so you're saying you don't get hostile with her, and that's your understanding with her is that you won't be hostile with her. So it's not that you are acquiescing, but you just are not going to fight back.
I fight back when I see fit. We did our fallout. She said she don't like me, and I said I don't like her, and that's the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did you used to like her before she decided she didn't like you?
I felt some of the things that she was saying was very damaging and very harmful and cut a lot of people. And I feel that what she expresses is a microcosm or is a reflection of what she deals with in her real life. So,
who told everyone that she was in a white high school with white cheerleaders and had this issue of being born to a 15-year-old mother illegitimately and that the white father ran off? Haven't I been saying that for a year?
I don't support anything you say. But
well, you just repeat it like you figured it out yourself.
No, I didn't. Actually, Kwani said that she went to a white high school because her parents wanted her to get a better education. Those words came from her mouth.
Mm-hmm. So that's when it's safe to talk about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But what about your threat to call Lloyd on her?
Well, you called Lloyd on her.
Yeah, but I didn't threaten it. I just did.
I didn't.
I'm not about to talk. I'm about to do. Why did you threaten?
Don't play semantics with me. You did it.
I did it. I'm not about to talk.
Nah,
Why
that's
did
okay.
you threaten it?
No, I didn't threaten anything. I said, what about Lloyd? What about
You
Lloyd?
said, don't make me go find Lloyd.
Yeah, don't make me go find Lloyd.
That's a threat.
Right. Well, did you see all that what she was calling me?
I'm not saying you shouldn't have. I'm just saying you threatened her. I mean, I'm calling.
No, that's
call
not a threat.
thing.
No, that's not a threat. And what you did was an assault, pretty much, right?
That was an assault. Was that like a rape to her?
Yeah, you sure were. Okay, so moving along. So why do you feel like you can say the N-word? Oh, you're gonna give me the spiel about the First Amendment, right? Okay. It's your First Amendment. And you see how dangerous what your words are in this climate that we're dealing with?
What are my words doing in this climate that we're dealing with?
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm asking a question. What am I doing right now that's causing a problem
Okay.
in this climate we're dealing with
All
here?
right. So do I have to bring this up to see again?
Hmm?
This right here. That was unacceptable, Jason.
What?
Hold on 1 second. This right here, Jason. That was unacceptable for you to do something like that.
Unacceptable by whose standards?
Okay, so here we're going to get into semantics, right?
No, it's not semantics. It's called perspective. It's called reality. That's 658 subscribers. I have twice as many now. So by whose perspective
I don't
at
give
that
a
time?
fuck. I don't give a fuck how many subscribers you have. I'm talking about the title.
I'm talking about this isn't the current time. This is when I had half as many. So you're
No,
talking about the current.
no.
Why are you bringing up words that I'm saying? You're playing all over the map here.
I'm not
So you're
playing all.
bringing something up from months ago, and you're saying that
No,
it's the current climate we're in. That I just said something.
That's why you have damaged your brand because you do.
Are we talking about branding, or are we talking about the current words that I'm saying now in the current?
Oh Lord, Jason, if you're gonna play this kind of stuff, then I will have to exit you from here because you know that words define reputation.
Are
And
you
this
talking about branding, or are you talking about current now? What are we talking about? I'm not sure what we're
well, based on if you want to deal with the real world, all the things that the police have done, considering injustices of the past, have equated to what we're going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
So don't give me that excuse about what I said earlier doesn't apply to now, because that's what we're dealing with in the real world because of past transgressions.
So you're saying that the police killing this guy, that cop killing?
No, don't bring that in here. I'm saying about your behavior on YouTube. Okay, here is what has created the hostility that you're experiencing now and the reputation that you have.
I haven't complained about any hostility or reputation.
Oh my God, yes you did. What did you tyrant you went on today saying that you were mad at me because I was labeling you as a racist?
I didn't say you labeled me as a racist today. What I said today was that you have flip-flopped on Kwani and on Treecey in the matter of like a flip of a switch because they rejected you. That's what I said.
I haven't flip-flopped on anybody.
Yeah, that's what I said. So then I'm wrong, but I didn't say anything about what you just said. I didn't say you calling me a racist. What I said was,
Jason, you just in your video you said, "Do you want me to?" No, I ain't playing it because you'll strike people. But no, you said it, Jason. You have to listen to your own video.
Okay, so I don't even care if I did say it, although I don't think.
Oh, so you don't care?
My point
so
is,
you're not responsible for
I don't.
your words.
It's not an important point. It's a moot point.
Yes, it is an important point. Because
okay, go on.
Because your behavior has warranted you to be labeled as such.
By who? By you?
Well, I feel as if a community of people come to a consensus, then it's obviously something wrong you're doing, correct?
Depends on the community of people. Are these people that are in this sector that are people that I wouldn't break bread with? No, it doesn't. I don't care what they think of me.
Oh wow!
Are these people I wouldn't hire?
But these same people.
Are these people I wouldn't let sleep in my guest bedroom? Are these people I wouldn't let sleep in my guest bedroom? Yeah, I wouldn't want them to.
Wow, that's some F stuff. So you just pretty much slapped all your subscribers in their face.
My subscribers don't have an issue with anything that you're complaining about.
Oh yes, they do. Don't think the people that subscribe to you support you. They're subscribe to you just in case they know anything that pops off with Kwani, Treecey, Sean Bradley, or Five Babe.
Well, you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
So the issue is what I'm saying currently is somehow contributing to a violent sort of situation.
Do you know people pieces of shit that's the new word for the N-word?
Who decided that?
Oh, it doesn't have to be. Oh, it doesn't have to be cited. It is. It's indicative of that. It's very telling.
What?
Don't play dumb with us. Don't play dumb with us. All right. Is there anything else you want, Jason?
I don't understand what you're saying. So you're trying to say that you've crafted a new meme or something? I'm trying to follow what you're saying.
All right. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, Jason.
I'm trying to follow the conversation here. So you're saying that pieces of shit means the new N-word, you said? Why would that
Yep,
be?
sure do. When you say
Why
you
does
all are pieces of shit repeatedly,
uh-huh.
it's coming across a certain way.
It's coming across a certain way to who? Someone with an agenda like the wrench? Like I don't understand. To who?
To the people in this community that you speak to, that you begged for subscriptions to, and everything else to help you get to 1K.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So when I called people who wouldn't help me to make a phone call to get rid of Treecey, when all these thousands of people bitch and moan about Treecey, those people were pieces of shit. That's not the entire sector. That's people who wouldn't help me to make a
Why
phone call
should
to
they
check
help
up on me.
you? Why should they help you get a woman
What?
displaced where YouTube be?
Displayed? Because she's a
Yeah.
fucking menace to YouTube.
Okay, but that's your opinion. That's your war.
Oh,
You
oh, oh,
carry that
oh, oh.
battle
So
onto
I get to
yourself.
have an invalid opinion, but you get to have a valid opinion.
Well,
Hello?
you got her mother on one of your thumbnails on your
So
video.
my opinion is invalid of Treecey, but your opinion gets to be valid
No,
of me. Is that
it's
how
not
that works?
invalid. It's that you're asking people to help you displace her and make her homeless.
Uh-huh.
That's your war. Don't be
Uh-huh.
telling other people and calling them pieces of shit because they don't believe in doing that. That's not right. That's not right. That's
By
not right,
your
Jay.
standards. Okay, well, I think she deserves it. I think worse should happen to her.
Okay. Mhm.
That's my standard. I think worse should happen to her and Kwani. I really do. So, and there's many people that have left me comments for months, for years, that have said the same and worse, horrible things, much worse than I would do. So
Mhm.
when they're sitting there watching me and not helping, those people are pieces of shit, not my subscribers or whatever. That's the
Mhm.
people that are just sitting there not helping when they want it to happen. Those are the people that are pieces of shit.
Mhm.
That's not a
This
racial
is
term.
this is online. Why are you trying to seek to touch people in their life?
Because they are destroying this fucking free web thing that we have called vlogging. They're a destructive sector and they are despicable, and they have crafted a behavior model that is rippling outwards with Miss Pizarro and Blue Lotus and all these nut jobs that you're on
Okay.
panels with, and it's despicable. And it's
Mhm.
the most destructive thing to the black community that I think is available, is people like Treecey and Kwani and what they do as behavior modeling. I don't think there's anything more destructive to the black community right now in this world that we're in,
Mhm.
with the climate that we're in. There's nothing more
Mhm.
destructive than their behaviors, and they should
Mhm.
be
And you
removed
know
for
there's
whatever it
other areas.
takes.
You know there's other areas of YouTube that have the same behavior or worse.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I'm here. Is that a problem for you?
Don't get flip at the lip now. Okay. I'm just saying you asked someone not to label you a late racist, but yet you're terrorizing people in this community, only in this community. It's not like you're doing justice for all of YouTube and highlighting the vile behavior that's going on in other areas of YouTube. So that's what I'm
Well, I don't
saying.
understand why you're focused on race. Why am I less valid
Jason,
as a
I
justice
wouldn't be
person?
focused on race if you came in here. It didn't say the inflammatory words and language that you do.
Mm-hmm.
You're
And,
acting
and
like
and
you're
what about all the
angry.
inflammatory language and words that were said about me? Was that something that I was gonna stop somehow? How was I stopping that?
How are you stopping that? What do you mean?
How would I have stopped all the things, unseasoned white meat, honky, evil Jew, dirty Jew, rat Jew, jaded nerd, and many other people have said horrible things about me before, anyone ever heard of me. So what exactly was I supposed to do to
Not
combat
true.
that?
Even Tasha K dropped you, man, because of that same behavior.
Tasha K dropped me. No, I dropped her, and I showed a
Okay.
text message. You apparently weren't around for that.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Anything else you want to say before I let you go?
Yeah. So I'd like to ask you. Well, I mean, you told us that you live in Virginia and that you do sparsing and disbursement maps. So I'm curious what you think of 5G.
I don't do any of that, and I'm not in telecommunications.
Okay, but I'm still asking what you think of 5G though.
I don't know. I haven't done my research on it to respond eloquently or intelligently.
Okay. Do you feel that there is some sort of a purpose that you have on YouTube? Like I say, I'm the Justice Department. Do you feel like you're just a vlogger, like just doing your thing, or do you feel like you have some sort of a role to play in the sociological puzzle that is the sector?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
So you didn't come here with an agenda.
No, you should know that if you follow me the way you did. They said I needed to create a channel if I wanted to offer verbal commentary. I didn't want to
Why
create a
would
channel
you let them dictate the terms of engagement when
because
you
I
had other
wanted to offer verbal commentary. It wasn't too hard for me to sit up there and add a video to YouTube if that was the rules of engagement that were dictated to me. I don't seek to create enemies. If someone says, okay, you need to do something, which I can do, then I'll do it.
sounds like you acquiesce to something.
Yeah, and I'm glad I did it because look what it blossomed into.
Well, so why would you not want to show people that you're really black if you really are?
And who are you to tell me that I had to?
I asked you a question. I didn't tell you anything. I said,
Well,
why
pretty
would you not want to show people that you are black if you really are? That's verbatim what I
And why
asked you.
would I have to? Again, why would I have to?
Because you're claiming to be black?
Claiming to be black. And why wouldn't I be black, Jason?
Because we don't see you, so we don't know if you are.
Okay, so let's leave it up to your imagination.
Well, I'm just asking you why you wouldn't want to show people that you were black.
Because that's not the totality of my persona, right?
The mentality of your persona
That's
isn't
the,
isn't a
to-
black isn't a black mentality.
the
I don't understand.
totality of my persona. Me being black I don't consider that to be part of my persona. But what I am is that I appeal to
Really?
all people. I appeal to all people.
Really?
Really, yes.
You talk as though you're a black man, but now you say you don't think that being black is a part of your persona. Is that so?
No, what I'm saying is I'm not limiting myself to just the black sector. I speak to all people. So
You
for me to
speak
just
to
say,
people as though you're a black man.
and I am, yeah.
Why wouldn't you prove that?
Why do I have to prove anything to you or
I'm
anyone
not
else?
saying you have to. I'm
Oh
asking a
my God.
question and you've not answered it. I'm asking you, why wouldn't you want to prove that? Why wouldn't you
Why
want to show
would I
people
have
that you really
to?
are black?
Why would I have to? Judge me by the words I speak and the words I type.
I'm not telling you have to, and I'm not telling you that you should. I'm just asking you why you wouldn't do it.
Because I don't want to, and I don't feel I have to. I answered your question.
You don't want to, and you don't feel that you have to. You don't have to. Nobody can tell you have to do
Okay.
anything.
All right.
But I'm just wondering why you would so deliberately not want to show people that you're black and a man.
Because
But
I don't have to. I'm doing things on my terms.
yeah, but there's a lot of things you don't have to do.
Okay, and you don't have
There's
to
all
keep
kinds of
asking me
things.
these questions that I've already answered.
It's I think it defines who you are, though. I mean, I know you don't think so, but I think it's very
Okay, well,
defining.
that's your opinion. All right.
Well, you talk about us black people, and you talk in the first
Well,
person about
damn, you guys should answer.
America and all this
You're
black.
already asking a question. You're already asking a question. You got your answer. So what was the point of
Okay,
that?
so let me ask you another question. So if you would describe what you feel in life off of YouTube, in what you feel your role in life is, what would you describe yourself in society as?
As a great contributor to society and one who's making a difference that's tangible.
So you're someone who's distributing justice or some sort of benefit to the world with your career or your day-to-day life.
Yeah, that is right.
So you believe that you're a disseminator of good things in your career and daily life.
At Tink Tink, I never admitted to anything though.
I didn't say you admitted. I'm
No,
asking you.
I'm
Do you
talking to
think in your
somebody in the chat. I'm talking to somebody in the chat. All right, so what was the question?
I'm saying in your daily life, you're saying that you define your daily real personality as someone who's contributing to society and having like a ripple effect towards good that's having a leadership or a sort of disseminating improvement sort of thing happening in your day-to-day life. That's what you do with yourself. It's like a noble pursuit every day.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And you don't want to share that with anyone.
No, not at all, because I share it with the people in my real life enough.
Like Treecey.
Or Treecey.
No, I mean Treecey, the one who's in your real life that you always mess up and call her Treecey. So
No,
you
I don't know
have
Treecey.
okay. So you have this real life where you do good, and then you come on YouTube and you're not sure if you want to
I
do
don't
good in
see
the
the
sector.
point of these questions, and I'm just gonna let you ask two more questions, and then I have to move on. Okay?
Uh, so you have a life where you're doing good things. You get up in the morning, you're doing all these good things, and you're not sure what the role that YouTube is going to play in terms of what your personality and what your piece in the puzzle of the sociological thing is in the sector. But you keep coming back all day and all night to talk, so you don't necessarily have a direction or a brand you're telling us, but what is it that you are getting out of it?
I'm making a tangible difference online, and I think that's evident. All right, you have one more question, and then I have to let you go.
What is the tangible difference online that you feel is so evident that you're making around the clock?
That I'm letting people know that they can be themselves and that they don't have to follow into a certain group mentality or group thinking. All right. So thank you, Jason, so much for your time. I appreciate you and this positive exchange, and I wish you and you all the best. Okay.
Thank you. You too. Good night.
All right. Take care now. Bye. All right, everyone. So yeah, it is what it is. All right. So anybody else? Sorry about that. Even YouTube wasn't too approving of that. So anybody else want to come on real quick? I'll drop the link. Uh, Miss Pizarro, what is all that? What is that thinking emoji for? So the missing piece is why entertain that racist? Because I wanted to get some questions out and you know have him on my turf. So hey, Miss Beverly, how you doing, Miss Beverly? Miss Pizarro, did you change your avatar? So Miss Wasnot says, "Sir, can you definitely got Jason all together?" No, I was just hoping to have a respectful dialogue, and I think we succeeded in that. So that's all I wanted. That's all I really wanted. I wasn't trying to jam him up, and he wasn't necessarily trying to jam me up. He was trying to get the answer that he wanted. But hold on, guys. Hello? Okay, your mic is muted. Custard Man, your mic is muted.
Oh,
Hello?
yeah, Sir King.
Yeah, who are you?
Hey. Okay. Um, Custard Man. I'm a guy that just watches you, right? So you just had this freaking. I don't even know what Jason is, but there's something way more like complex with him when you talk to him, and it was getting weird. I don't know why you decided to sit up and entertain this weirdo. But his questions were like deeper. And I don't know if you noticed it or picked up on it, but yeah, his conversations were deeper.
Testament, I'm very aware. What he was trying to do was to get me to divulge personal information for him to potentially use. I'm very astute to what he's doing and the questions that he was answering. I mean, asking me. He wanted me to answer a certain way.
Yeah,
So
I get that. And I know, but why have him on here so long? And everybody is watching your lives. And then, you
it's
know,
okay. That's why I have my own platform. The best thing that the people told me to do was get off anybody else's platform, create your own platform, because then you can have whatever you can say or have whatever guess you want, and I understand what you're saying. But I myself, on my own platform, wanted to have that exchange. I wanted to know, why was he felt he can go around and call us the N word? Why isn't he going around and terrorizing other areas of YouTube? Right?
because that's his goal. His whole goal is to
Okay.
create this division and this, tension. And he's one of like those succubuses. And I don't know. Jason genuinely terrifies me. I do believe what Treecey said, that he was an escaped mental, like, uh
Patient.
patient.
Mm.
That stuff, like it. Y'all are not listening. You need to stop visiting Jason's platform. He is spreading misinformation. I mean, one thing I do want to comment, I do want to say, guys, don't have such hostility for Kwani. She is right sometimes. Um, but the other times she is just really really wrong. And I love you down, Kwani. But seriously, go get your grandkids out of foster care. I'm so sorry, I just gotta say that. But yeah, back to Jason. This guy's a fucking lunatic, low key. And with these bait questions, Sir King, that just shows you what type of person he is. You need to stop saying so much of your personality traits and your physical characteristics. We know he's black. Listen to the way he talks, man. How can you tell me that Sir King is not black? Listen to him. I mean, he sounds like he dates white girls, but come on. Listen to
Did
how he
you just try to
talks.
try me on my own platform?
Huh?
Were you trying me on my own platform?
No.
Mm. All right.
But he's black. Listen to the way he speaks. Come on, why would he lie about that? You know? But Sir King, you need to just stop giving people like Jason the runaround on your platform. It makes everybody look at you, and then there's already this weird
I
feeling, this vibe towards you because you wanted, avatar
okay,
advocate,
but
you know.
keep that same smoke for Treecey, who has.
Oh no, 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 no. I also want to comment on that real quick. Treecey is not the smartest person. She's, I'm not talking down on her, but you really have to bear with those people. Okay, there's something going on inside that's she's not, is not going well with her. She's she's quite old, and she's going through a crisis. So please bear with her. So something might be going on with her mental, up there. Something just isn't connecting. Treecey isn't the smartest person. Kwani wants to call her stupid really, really bad. Also, Sean King is the devil, and Shelly is bipolar. Um, please,
Sean King. Who is Sean King?
Shelly S. Hutchinson.
Well, you said Sean King.
She's Sean's do girl now, and she completely flipped sides on us. Um, I had to unsubscribe because she's going through something. She's over on enemy lines. She flip flopped, y'all. That's what I'm trying to say, and she's sucking Sean King. It's crazy. I know there's gonna be like a tons of conspiracy theory
Who the
videos
hell
after
is
this.
Sean King?
Sean Bradley, sorry. Um, Also, I babe, I love what you're doing. if you're watching this, please keep
Uh,
your foot on Jay Wilson's neck.
okay. Anything else you need to add, Custom Man?
Um, Sir King, I really enjoy your content. Um, I think it's fuck anybody who's against you know what you have to say, but stop wasting your time with people like Jason and Treecey. You know, it's
Okay.
not good for you.
I appreciate that insight, and I would definitely, take that to consideration. Into
Thank you.
consideration. You're welcome. Have a good night. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. I finally found you. You
Hey,
just
lovely dog.
yes, I've never been over here. You just popped up. But I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a problem with me or something?
No, not at all.
Okay, because I know you do slick stuff and call me Tabby, which I
I do.
did.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
And then I seen a post because they'll show you the post if somebody posts your picture or something.
Hmm.
What you meant about that? What you wrote?
What did I write?
You wrote something about that biscuit or something. I work at the dollar store or something.
No, that wasn't. That's not me. That's actually Jason. See, what Jason did is he took my eyes, my avatar,
Mm,
and he put it as his, and then he put that on his page. That's not me. I'm
okay.
I'm Sir King. He's the YouTube Justice Department, but he has the same
Oh,
avatar.
that's who it was. I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
yeah,
But
that's not.
I thought that was you.
No, I saw that post too, and I was
Oh,
like, it wasn't me. So I didn't. I mean,
so the Justice Department is Jason?
yeah, that's not me. Yeah,
Okay. So I
yeah,
know who. Okay.
yeah. I'm
That's
Sir.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he took my avatar and used it as his. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you
So
talking to Lovely Love now, not Tammy. Okay.
yeah, I know, lovely. I was just I was just being funny. So
And so it tickles me when you do it, though. But
okay,
I was just wondering because I was like, I thought y'all was the same person, but
nah,
I
we're not.
don't. Yeah, I don't follow. It's so much going on. I was like, who is who? You really don't know who is
Yeah.
who.
And that's why I'm kind of pissed off and upset that he did that. Because why would you do that? You be original and get your own avatar. And he had his own avatar. And then when
Mm,
I came on the scene and he saw the traction I was getting, he then decided to duplicate it and put it as his. So it can cause division and confusion, I guess, like he wanted now. So I'm sorry for that, but I would never speak on you. We are good. Like the one night we were on that live, I think of you as a view, we were just, I just asked you questions and you told me the other name that you have for your alter ego, but it was all respectful for that.
yeah.
So can I ask you a messy question though, while you're here?
Okay, go ahead.
So has that everything been reconciled with the Gina drama?
Yell to me because she do her, I do me. I don't want to talk about her,
I
and
understand.
I still have feelings for her. You can't just drop a feeling for a person. It ain't like love, like a
Mhm.
relationship love. It's like more like how you rock with a person for like a year or so or two. You get
Mhm.
feelings for that person, and
Right.
it's not gonna go away like in an instant. I just let bygones be bygones. She don't talk about me, I don't talk about her, and we just keep it moving. But
Right.
I will say on your panel, I was wrong. I admitted that. But then when a person keep coming after you, and I was just let it out a little bit more.
Mhm.
But then when I thought about it, I was like, I'm better than that because
Right.
I already knew this is what not supposed to happen. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? If I
Mhm.
had a problem with her, I would call her, you
Mhm.
know. So it just went out of hand and it is what it is. And I move on and I hope she move on and we good. I don't
Right.
have no beef for her.
Right. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate you answering.
All right, but I'm finna go. Thank you for having me up here. I just had a question to ask you.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
hey everyone.
that's not me. So
And I know now, but
okay.
y'all chat, don't be mad at me or Gina or you have to get the facts before you get mad at a person. That's why I was asking.
Right. Well, thank you for coming as and not assuming because a lot of people do that. So thank you.
All right, I'm out of here. Deuces.
Take care. Be safe now.
All right.
All right. Bye now. All right. See, we're all about peace and positivity over here, even with people we don't see eye to eye with. We don't have to yell. We don't have to curse. We don't have to do nothing like that. You can get peace by being respectful, even if you don't disagree. All right. So, thank you, Custard Man, for coming. Thank you, Lovely Love. Anybody else want to jump in real quick? Pizarro, if that's the real Pizarro, you're welcome to do so. Um, yeah. Okay. So people arguing in the chat. Yeah, I had Jason on my platform. I mean, at the end of the day, I understand what he's done, but I wanted to understand why he thinks he could do that. And for the most part, he was respectful, and the dialogue was, like I said, respectful. So, and that's all you can ask for, even if you disagree with someone. And it's within my right that I can ask him the questions that I wanted to on my platform, so I can better understand what the hell is going on in his mind and why he thinks he can do that and stuff like that. So I said, Pizarro, if you wanted to come on, there are people that are saying you a certain person. I would like to clear that up so that lady doesn't get harassed. Now you could jump on everybody else's platform, but now over here you want to act shy. I don't get that. So they're about to harass this other woman that they found on Facebook or something. So, um, all right. So I appreciate everybody here being understanding with having Jason over here. And, Custom Man, I understand your point of view. And it seems like you're a Sean Bradley supporter and all that, but we can all support who we want. So, all right. So let me see. Sapsucker says Treecey is a topic because she fell out with so many people. As long as she's falling out with people, her name's going to be in people's mouth. Yeah, I agree. There's something wrong with Donna Hill. Donna Hill says, I don't want nothing to do with Jason, period. It's your channel, though, so you do what you want. Yeah, Donna Hill, I agree. And I appreciate your support over here. But, when somebody calls me a piece of shit and tells people to unsubscribe, I want to know what the hell is their problem. So, and he came over and we were able to exchange a dialogue. And at the end of the day, that's all I want. So, but I did forget to ask him one question though. Why the hell did he take my avatar? But maybe he'll answer that another day. Hello, Ms.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. You?
I hear you. Yo, significant others okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so they think you this other woman or something. So this lady. But I don't think
They
that's
think
you.
I'm who?
Some lady. Did you see the lady that said it's you?
No, on who page? I've been focusing on the protests and all that, so I haven't really been paying attention.
I feel you. I feel you. Nestor has a group of ladies on her community wall, and
Hmm.
I think one of them has your last name, and she's saying it's you.
Mm.
Yeah. So I don't think that's you. I know that ain't you because I heard the lady speak. So that's definitely not you. So
I mean, if it was me, okay, you know,
I'm just saying.
I know, but I mean, that's no mess. It's like a clown, to be honest with you. So obviously, there's no way they're gonna be able to tell who I am. So if you guys think I'm her, go ahead. I'm not gonna change her mind. Really not.
Okay. I mean, are you her? I mean, that's messy, but
I don't. Yeah, That's me. That's
Don't
me.
do that. Don't do that, Pizarro, because you know that will set the worm off. Don't do that.
So let it set it off.
Yeah.
Sir
Okay.
King, you know I do not care. See, a lot of y'all care about what these people think on these
No,
YouTube creeps, not
Pizarro,
me.
no, you wrong for that because then they start calling that lady's job and all that. No.
Well, I mean, then she should never put. But see, this is my thing though. They talk about Treecey putting out false information, and people turn around and do the same thing. So if they end up calling this person's job that they saying is me and harassing the lady, who fault that's gonna be? National Mass, because she the one who doxed this lady and put this lady information out there. She's saying it's me, and she have no proof it's me. But if people want to be gullible like that and they want to believe it's me, then yes, I would give you what you want. Yes, that is me. That is me.
I wanted to add a disclaimer that Pizarro is not that woman, so please don't harass that woman. Please don't. Anything else you want to say, Pizarro? I just wanted to alleviate that from that woman suffering that potential real life harassment.
I mean, I ain't had nothing else to say, but I do appreciate you telling me of that and bringing that to my knowledge, because I haven't even been paying this girl no attention.
Yeah, you might want to provide an
Yeah.
update because she.
Treecey, sex, pissy, pussy, Pizarro. Yes, I am. Me and Treecey is in love with each other. Yes, I am. Me and Treecey is having sex with each other. Yes.
Well,
She is
thank you for
my
that.
girlfriend.
Well, thank you for that confession. We appreciate that. Okay, so I just want to let you know that's out there. You know,
Okay, thanks.
it's the fourth. I think it's the fourth post. The fourth post down.
All right, I'm finna go see that now.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Take care now. Be safe out there. Thank you, Pizarro, for coming through. I appreciate you. You know, giving us some transparency regarding that matter. Okay. Anybody else want to come on here? I'll drop the link one more time. Yeah. So that's all I really had to say. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this whole doxing thing. We have to be careful with that because that may involve getting other people involved. Like, it'd be crazy for you to notify somebody's family that's not even messed up with this YouTube stuff. So that's what I have to say about that. All right. Anybody else got anything to say before I wrap this up? And Ms. Pizarro, do you think with the protests going on and the need for unity, our people, do you think you could have a temporary truce with lovely love for the sake of our people? So basically, this person is asking if Lovely Love and Miss Pizarro can have a truce since what's going on in the world is somewhat troubling. I don't know. Only they can answer that question. Oh, Gemini 75. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you get better. If you can leave, you don't have to be here. Tink Tink says, "Ask Sir King, what's the name of the song in your video that you say reminds you of Chopper?" It says, I think it's Share the Love. I'll put it in the chat. It's Share the Love by Material Music. Hey, exclusively me. How you doing? So, all right. Drop the link one more time in case anybody wants to come in and hop on the stream. And about what's going on in the real world, it's just kind of sad what's going on. And what's the craziest thing is just that I think there's people. No, Gemini 75. Somebody says that you're not feeling well, so I don't want. If you want to get rest, get rest. I mean, this is not a position, so I appreciate your support and I appreciate the diligence of what you do, this moderating. But your health comes first. As Sir King, please watch out for that Choppers. He's collect receipt and thoughts people he cool with and not cool with. Yeah, I understand that. Mr. Bizarro says, Sir King, you said so. Can you use all things you bought because I can't see it? Bizarro, let me see if I can get to it real quick, and I'll show you. 1 second. Hold on, beautiful stallion. I want to show Mess No Mess something. I mean, Bizarro something real quick. This is weird. Okay. Hold on, beautiful stallion. I want to share something real quick. Hey, Bizarro, so this is who they're saying you are. They're saying you're this woman over here in the all the way to the right. They're saying you're this woman right here, all the way to the right. Okay, Bizarro? So this one right here, all the way to the right. This one right here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring beautiful stallion on right now. Hey, beautiful stallion. How you doing?
Hey, Sir King. I'm great. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it so much.
No problem. I just had a quick question.
Sure.
I just wanted to know what is your take on the protests that are going on? How do, how do you feel about it? Do you think a peaceful protest should
Okay.
be what's going on right now, or do you condone the current protest?
So this is my thing. I was really like, okay, so when things popped off, I think things popped off on Wednesday. I was like, okay, they're doing their thing. And I felt like I can't believe this guy is still not arrested. And I always say that man makes the laws, right? Except for the 10 Commandments. Man makes the laws and he can change the laws and things like that. And they saw the unrest that was going on. So I'm like, oh, they really think these people are playing. And I think that they underestimated these people and what they were doing. So what was it? Thursday happened, still no arrest. And then Friday, they still, wasn't arrested. He finally got arrested. But by that time, the people were pissed off and they started damaging everything. And I don't know. I
Hmm.
think for so long we've been asked to be peaceful and be respectful of authority, but that respect hasn't been reciprocated in changes to laws and things like that. So people are now doing their thing. So
My thoughts exactly. I 100% agree with everything you just said. I feel like we as a whole we've been too forgiving,
right,
and at times too conforming to what the white people want us to do or how they feel like we should abide by the law. And like you said, apparently that's not getting us anywhere. It's
right.
not. I totally agree. But that's all I wanted. I just wanted to know your take on that.
Yeah, and I do wish there was more peace. I do really do, but I think there's a tremendous disconnect. And see, the thing is, we don't have leaders like we had years ago who acted like leaders, or at least carried themselves as such. And these young people feel as if there is no hope. They have no guidance. They all
Hmm.
have money. They don't believe in nothing like acting civil isn't rewarded anymore. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just not.
Hmm.
And I don't know, maybe it's God telling us to get right. Because how the year 2020 started off bad as hell. And it
Yes,
hasn't
it is.
eased up. And why in 2020, in the beginning of a new decade, this is happening? It's really
Hmm.
weird. So I don't know.
Yes, it is. And I feel like in order for peace to even present itself, it has to start with them. You know, we're not the cause of the chaos. It's them. And I don't understand how it's so apparent. Like it's clear as day.
Yeah,
Anytime you can kill a black man in broad daylight. Anytime a police officer feels comfortable to kill a black man in broad daylight in front of a
Mhm.
bunch of people while being recorded,
Right. No, I think people mistook that. Oh, he had his hands in his pockets to show off. No, what he was doing was when his hands was in his pockets, that gave him leverage to dig in deeper because he was grabbing himself, like grabbing the side of his inside of his pants with
oh,
force,
hmm,
and that's I think he was that's what he was doing. Just like giving him
hmm,
like how you like I don't know how to describe it, giving you force to push down or pull down. So.
hmm, that's a good perspective. I definitely, when I realized that the officer had his hand in his pocket,
Mm,
I looked at it in a figurative sense, meaning he didn't give a damn. He felt like he was the authority and he could do what he wanted to do, regardless of what people were saying. I honestly believe when they put that badge on, not
mhm.
believe, I know when they put that badge on, to them, they're saying to us, okay, we can do what we want to black people and nothing is going to happen. I was
Yeah.
on JLC's platform the other day, and I had mentioned when the Dallas officer, the lady that
Mhm.
killed the young man in his own apartment,
Yeah.
when I saw that judge begin to have sympathy for her,
Mhm.
I was livid. I was pissed. I
Mhm.
was confused,
Mhm.
upset. I didn't understand it. I mean, this lady literally just killed one of your brothers, one of your counterparts in his own home, and you have the audacity to shed a tear for her?
Well, see, that's the thing, though. That's why I say that the young people are now seeing like F because there's a system. Even if the person is black, the system is set up for that black person to comply with the system. They still are their actions are still dictated by the system. So if the system is to hold the officer accountable for his or her actions, it don't matter who's in the position because they must comply or else they will suffer ramifications or repercussions. So until the
Mm,
laws or whatever rules are in place change and are switched to hold the officer accountable, then the onus
mm,
would be off of the people such as the judge or somebody like that that feel they must comply in order to get reelected or whatever, or to play the
mm.
political game.
And you know what? That's sad because I've never been the person to compromise or undermine my integrity or my stance for my black people for any kind of gain. I've just never been the type of person. And I get what you're saying. I just think it's despicable. I honestly
Yeah.
do.
Hmm. Yeah, but that's some people are have career aspirations and goals, and they will play the game to reach those.
And that point right there is why a lot of white people feel like they have us by the balls because of that. And
Yeah.
that right there is
Hmm.
why we're in the situation we're in.
Hmm. I agree, but it takes change. It takes change in
Mhm.
laws because now the people who look like you or look like somebody's that Latino won't feel that they are cavalier by going against the laws. So if the laws are modified and revamped to say, hey, you can't put your knee in somebody's neck as a means
Mhm.
of apprehending someone, then
Mhm.
when that happens, there's no, oh, okay, um, it's just apprehending him. No, that's against the rules, and then he's immediately charged with murder. There is
Mm.
no interpretation to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
Ms. Pizarro, thank you for coming by. I'm sorry if the chat was being hostile towards you, but you're always good with me. So yeah, so I agree with you, beautiful stallion. I'm glad to hear that you have that perspective. So
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, but I think
Absolutely.
they all see that things aren't fair. Like I was telling last night, COVID wiped out their graduation dreams, wiped out scholarship hopes. What have you dependent on playing a sport and you couldn't play that season because of COVID. Like it could have really killed your dreams. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree. I agree. Well, I'm going back into the
All
chat.
right.
Thank you so much for having me
No,
on your platform.
thank you so much for the conversation. I appreciate it. You take care now.
You too.
All right. Bye. Okay. So yeah. Y'all in the chat, can y'all please be respectful? I know you guys have beefs, but this is a safe zone for everybody. And I know Pizarro is quite a controversial character of her own. So y'all please be respectful. Because I don't want to have to instruct, my moderators to start timing out people and things like that. That makes the chat not fun to be in. So, all right, hold on, somebody's. Oops, let's see. Okay. This is one more time. I'll drop the link in case anybody wants to come on, and then I'll wrap it up. So, hello, D Dot. How you doing? So yeah, so I thank y'all for coming. What's not says, Sir King, do you think you could dedicate a live to expose the Chopper and the damages he's done with the community with his sneaky ways? Fortunately, I won't do that because Chopper is his own person. I feel he's dealing with his own things. So I don't like to do those things. So because that never works out positively, you know. Hey, flip flopping. I know a lot of people like Chopper, but that's him. I can't. Nobody can change Chopper, and maybe he is trying to change. Who knows? So yeah. So that's about it. Thank you. I'm trolling. I appreciate it. I think today was a great live. This is the first one of our Avatar and Allies meetings, so we'll see what carries on from here. And yeah, that's about it. So, how much time do we have? So I'll give you like 2 more minutes, and then I'll call it up. Yeah. So yeah, so I thank you guys for allowing me to have Jason on the platform. We had Lovely Love, we had Miss Pizarro, and we had Beautiful Stallion, and we had Custer Boy. So Miss Pizarro says, Sir King, I'm not worried about your chat members. They ain't doing nothing to me. Let them drag. I think it's best they let it out. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So, yeah. Thank you, M.Y. Carter. Yeah, I thought it was a good live. Yeah. That thing with Jason could have definitely gone another way, but I'm glad it didn't. Yeah. Angela White, I try to be a good person. I'm not perfect, but I try to be. We also started our Avatar Nation Fund at the behest of people who encouraged me to do some. So it's on Cash App is $ Sir King Crown, $ Sir King Crown. What's not says that Sir King, you were commanding. You made Jason nervous. We heard a crack in his voice. I know how Jason can be, and I'm glad he wasn't that way on my platform. And, I wanted to, see what he would be like on my domain. Because, like I said, I went to go visit him on his platform, and he wasn't the nicest. So I'm welcome to everyone as long as we can exchange in a dialogue. And just have on my platform does not mean I support them at all. At all, no way, shape, or form. But what's the problem with communicating with someone to understand what is the rationale behind their actions? And I think we did. No, I don't dox anyone. I don't dox anyone. I'm trolling. I don't see what's the wrong in that rationale, having them understand what they do. Like for me, it may give me a peace of mind to say, okay, he thinks this way. So y'all remember to support Black businesses and order your meat from Black farmers. Oh yeah, trolling. You can change on Cash App. You can change your government name. I mean, you can change your name. It doesn't have to be your government name. And guys, in order to prevent doxing through Cash App and other means, you can change your username. You can change the name. So I'm trolling. You can put I'm trolling. Yeah, that's you don't have to use your name. And I think a lot of people think they have to put your name because it asks you for it banking information, but you could change it to the name that you want displayed. Um, yeah, so saying that, I thank you, all my guests, for coming on tonight. I felt it was a great live. Everybody was respectful here, and we got some questions answered, and hopefully that isn't Pizarro. So, all right, guys, I'm going to drop the link one more time, and then after that, I'm about to bounce. Pizarro, stop playing. Pizarro, stop playing. You're going to get that lady. You're going to get that lady tied up. You know how people do in this sector. So stop playing, Pizarro. Stop playing. That's not right. For you to do that to that lady. That's not right. That's not even right. That's not even cool, Pizarro. Why would you do that? Because we know if that was really you, you would have clicked off. All right, y'all. Um, that's about it. I don't want to keep talking you guys to death. Pizarro. Okay, if that's you, Pizarro, come back on live then. I'm gonna drop the link. Well, I already dropped the link. Come on live, Pizarro. Real quick. I'm not gonna keep you. I know you got baby duty to do. I just need 2 minutes of your time. Because you about to start something that can be really serious. See, I know it's not you. See, that's not Pizarro. Okay. All right. Yeah, so that's about it. That's about it. Be safe out there, y'all. I'm really worried about this stuff now because oh, that's what I wanted to say. I've seen um okay, Tink Tink. You can do it in Google. Go on Google, put share my love, and then put material music. Somebody found it. They actually said they added it to their playlist. I'm trolling. You better go get Rico for all that. So, what was I saying? Oh, to think about the riots, it's crazy. You see people out there that don't belong there. And I'm not being stereotypical, but they are just there to, they call them provocateurs or something like that, to maybe provoke because they don't even they're helped in their group, like 4 or 5 of them. They're not even associated with nobody there, and it's like they're plotting and planning to what window to break or what mayhem. And the craziest thing last night was, so there was this guy that owned this electronics store. So they looted his store, and the people were in it while he went to check on the store, and he was helping the people get out that were coming out, right? And then he ran to the National Guard, and they wouldn't help him. They said they couldn't break post. They couldn't break post. Yeah, please, hey guys, can you please like this video? Please like and subscribe. Please, I don't like begging for likes, but could you please like and subscribe this video? Hello, Custard Man.
Yeah, hey Sir King. Sorry, my bad. I was a little high earlier, but what I heard after, I just wanted to clear something up real quick. I don't want to be weird or anything, but uh Sir King said earlier that I sound like a Sean Bradley supporter. Earlier, I said that he was the devil and that Shelly was his do girl. Now, I am not a Sean Bradley supporter. I really don't like the way that he can't enunciate himself when he speaks. Like every little thing about him just bothers me and gets on my nerves, and including the fact that he has this woman that is about to die and she has tried to make Sean Bradley her beneficiary. I don't agree with that. He's the devil in sheep's clothing or a rainbow wig. And I really wish he did not exist anymore. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you, Sir King.
Okay, you're welcome. Anytime. Hey, Pizarro, I'm sorry, you know, if that person is related to you. I was just putting the information out there, and I was if that's you or someone related to you, I apologize. I was just putting out the information that's there so you can get ahead of whatever negativity may be associated with what's being put out there. You know, so I apologize if that if there's any negative ramifications coming from me showing that or that information being put out. But I was just trying to be I don't know, I was just trying to be proactive because I didn't want that person to suffer from them thinking that it's, you. So if they are related to you, I apologize. All right. So anybody else want to get on this live real quick? I see Cindy's in the chat. I would like to talk to Cindy if she wants to come on because I do have some words for her, but nothing bad, just conversation. So yeah, I apologize, Pizarro. I didn't think that was. I was just, I don't know. I was just doing that so that a person wouldn't hurt or get any like. I don't know how to describe it. Uh, I was saying that to you so that if it was you or somebody related to you, that you can address the situation and get ahead of it, so nobody would, do any further damage or anything like that. That's all. So, um, all right. So that's about it. Give it one more minute and then I'm out of here. So once again, thank you for a great live. I appreciate the support. Okay, no problem, Cindy. Um, I appreciate the support and I hope you guys be safe out there. Remember to think for yourself. Sir King Crown is the Avatar Nation Fund. And no, Cindy, I was just saying that. No, I just wanted to say I had no animosity towards you. I know you didn't like what I said about your husband, but I was just being. I was just being a. I don't know. You can say I was being a jerk, but it is what it is. And you got your punches in. You called me a fat fuck, so I guess you got your punch in there too. So, all right, y'all. I'm about to be out of here. Um, Angela White says, Sir King, you really think that's Miss Pizarro? That vocabulary was too large. Yeah, that was Miss Pizarro that came on screen. Exclusively me says, good job with your channel, Sir King. Glad to see you up and running. Yeah, yeah. It's been, like I said, it's been an interesting ride. I didn't come on here to celebrate it. So I appreciate, the support and I appreciate people being interested in what I have to say. And I appreciated the people that came on live today. No, Cindy, we're all good. I don't have an issue with you. We're good. Trust me, I've been called way worse by Q Dog. So that's never a problem. I'm trolling says that was her. The baby and the fire alarm was going off in the background. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's her MO is the kings. The kids are in the background, it's Pizarro. So, but I just hope that isn't her relative. That would be effed up. That really would be effed up. So that's why y'all got to stop doxing people. So, thank you, beautiful stallion. I appreciate it. I enjoyed our exchange. I really appreciate what you had to share. And it's unfortunate that we have to go through where peace isn't tolerated. It's like, how you like, I keep turning the other cheek, you keep turning the other cheek, you keep turning the other cheek, and somebody keeps hitting you, and then you gotta smack them for them to change their ways, for them to leave you alone. I think this is the instance what's going on with the nation. It's how long that people are gonna keep getting killed by those who are um, been given the responsibility to protect and serve. Okay, we have another guest. Uh-oh. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, this is by request 99.
Hello, by request 99.
Yeah, I wanted to propose a challenge for you to give to the rest of your content creators
Okay.
regarding the situation that's going on right now.
Okay. What is that
And the
challenge?
ch- and the challenge is at the beginning or the end of their videos
Hmm.
as a sign of support or protest that they can run a list of the name of the African Americans who were killed by police officers within the past few years. Just
Okay.
run the list. You know, they can run the list like a PowerPoint presentation listing, or they can speak it at the beginning or the end of their videos as a sign of support for the effort and the protest that's going on right now. And I think it will gain traction and it will show the rest of the YouTube community and also people around the world that Black Lives Matter and that Black lives are unified. So, what do you think about that?
I think it's a great idea. I'll ask around. I'm not knocking your idea, but since a lot of people want to talk about it, they may be open to doing that. But the thing is, some people may not want to do it because they may not want to have that energy on that particular topic that they're talking about.
Yeah, like I said, it's just a proposal.
Yeah,
You know, they can do it or they can't, or they,
right,
and then you recognizing, our fallen brothers
right.
who have died over the past 5 years. Sometimes just names and the amount of names say more than anything else.
Yeah, brothers and sisters. Yes, for sure.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you sharing it. What are your insights on what's going on now? I mean, the latest activity that's going on now, and do you think it will stop?
At some point it'll stop, but it's indicative of what happened in the '60s. It's indicative of what happened during Rodney King being abused by the police officers.
Right,
So, but I think the change now, as compared to back in the '60s with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, is that a lot of this stuff needs to be more organized and
right,
unified.
right.
And they had a couple of things in their advantage back in the '60s. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X both had religion to back them up,
Hmm.
whether it be the Muslim community or the Christianity community. And those particular religions also had deep connections and deep influence on the Black communities.
Right.
And right now, the Black communities don't have religion or the churches supported them like they did back then.
I agree.
You
I agree.
know, there's no singer voice or anyone that this generation can really identify with as far
Mhm.
as being a leader for the Black community. We had Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Jesse Jackson, Al
Mhm.
Sharp, and let's go on of the people back in the '60s and '70s, but they don't have that right now.
Right. No,
So
and I think the younger generation is figuring out. They have their own organizations that lead them. So that may be a good thing because sometimes when you have leaders in those positions, there's things that go on behind the scenes that somewhat restrain the movement. So
yes, yes, but I support it, and I just hope that no additional lives are lost.
no, I agree. I agree, and they will be lost because I don't know. There's some things that are going on that I saw last night, and the people were agitating. They're agitating the National Guard. They're calling the National Guard all this. They're pointing in the National Guard's face and all this stuff, and I'm just like, y'all are asking for it. So I heard that they've been given the green light to do some things tonight. So we'll see.
Yeah, because before I joined your live, I was watching Official D Spot, and he
Mhm.
was joining a protest in
Yeah,
Richmond, Virginia, and him and I guess a female friend of his were like at the head of the protest line, and as they came towards the police officer, someone started throwing rocks. It was peaceful, for a
yeah,
few minutes, and all of a sudden people started throwing rocks and all this kind of stuff at the police officer, and the policeman retaliated with tear gas,
yeah.
and it wasn't anybody of color. Let's put it that way.
See,
So
that's
sometimes you,
yeah. See, that's the interesting thing. Like I've been watching. Like you'll see a lot if you stay up in the middle of the night. You'll see a lot of stuff go down because during the day is the people who are civil, and during the night it's the people who are just causing mayhem. And a lot of the people don't fit. Like they're agitators, and you can just tell because they don't even converse with the people who are passionate about this, but they're the
yeah,
ones that are smashing the windows, looting, starting the fires, and things like that.
yes, yes,
So, something else going on.
yeah, and I also think that sometimes some African Americans waste time trying to explain stuff
Yeah,
to white America or their coworkers who are white,
yeah,
and I don't waste my time explaining because they already know.
yeah,
Because my question to them, when was the last time you saw an unarmed white person get killed by police
yeah.
on live camera?
I agree. No, I agree.
You know, so that's my thought on that issue.
No, I totally agree, and I appreciate you feeling comfortable to come up and
Yeah,
share.
this is my YouTube debut.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you coming through because a lot of people are hesitant to even click the link and things like that, or they feel that what they're going to say they're going to get chastised by the chat. So I appreciate you feeling comfortable to do that and to share their points of view during this time. I really do.
Oh
So,
yeah, definitely.
all right. Well, thank you.
Keep up the good work.
All right. Thank you so much. And you have a
All
great
right,
night.
take
Be safe. Okay. Thank you.
bye.
Bye. So, AJ, hold on. I'll let him go. So, AJ, got a good point. Our entertainers that we now, when it's convenient for the Super Bowl to come out and say something like Beyonce, Rihanna, or someone on that level, they've been, excuse me, I haven't seen them. I, I haven't seen them say anything too much about what's going on, which is somewhat disheartening because they're billionaires now, right? So I'm sure they can have their money allocated in a way in which they could put 500 mil to the side, and if they take a big hit, you know, it won't hurt them too much. But those are not my pockets, so I can't really talk on it. But it would be nice for them to galvanize something in this climate. But we're all control. They're all control at the end of the day, you know. So exclusively me says, why do we as black people look for leaders? We are powerful people. We should be able to lead ourselves, come together as one. Yeah, I believe that they're saying that, well, there needs to be an organizational effort and there needs to be a leader to dictate that. So Heavy Bear says, poor Jesse Jackson. He's the shell of a man he used to be. Well, yeah, he should have prepared Jesse Jackson Jr. I don't know. I don't know what happened to that. I know he got caught up in something with DC or something. So all right, y'all. I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much. This has been a very, very good live, I feel. But remember to, treat each other with respect so that we can demand others to treat us with respect. And I hope guys have a great night and take care. And thanks again. Peace.